I'm not the king of the castle anymore. There's a new king.
And we're
live. We are live. Live. Like, I'm gonna use my double entendres again. Live, like lightning crashes. Sicko, you know that song? Might be a little bit too young. Live, like the rock band Live.
Yeah.
Selling the drama.
Yeah, that's an old one for me. That's an old one for me.
There's an old one. What's up, coming, Mike? Live. We wanted just to pop on here real quick for a little bit. Due to work schedule, we're going to kind of change it up.
Perry.
What up, Perry? We're going to try to kind of change it up a little bit. Darth Lopez is tired. I'm on a crazy work schedule. So what we're going to do is we're going to come on here for a little bit, talk about what we're going to do. We're just going to postpone the refrigerator full of heads for next Monday. Because, time constraint, work schedule, and all that shit. So I'm on a crazy work schedule right now. I got to get to sleep. So we're going to be going over this book, which we believe has been optioned. Is that correct?
Correct. December, Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, it's on Netflix already?
Yeah.
Interesting. Natasha Lyonne.
And directed by... I had her name.
Kapoor?
Amir?
Yeah. I forgot what a track record was, but Natasha Lyonne,
director of The Girl Who Walks Home Alone.
I have not seen that. Didn't you see that? You said it was vampires?
I think it's vampires.
Right.
Let me go look that up while you're doing your thing.
Yeah, I believe it was vampires. I have not seen it, but I'm gonna go watch it. But Natasha Lyonne, people might remember her from American Pie, but she was also in she's in Poker Face. Good show on Peacock. Got nominated for an Emmy. Excellent actress. She's in that show. She could tell when people are lying. So she's running from like this dirty casino owner or dude that runs a casino in Vegas. She goes on a run. They're trying to track her, but everywhere she stops for a reason, a crime happens, and she kind of gets involved and kind of assist, the people getting caught, so to speak. No, she does. Actually, dude, it had I don't know if anybody's old enough to remember the woman. I don't know her name. She was an actress who played on the show Who's the Boss with Tony Danza in the 80s. Judith Light, I believe is her name. She was on there. And I don't remember the name of the other actress. She was a black actress, been around. Really good fucking show. I believe one of them might have got nominated for an Emmy on just that appearance on Poker Face. Judith Light. She was in Who's the Boss. So I have that actress is pretty good. I got confidence in this show. And it is what it says it is, Basketfull of Heads. So we're going to do all 8 issues, right? It's 8 of Basket of Heads, and then it's Refrigerator Full of Heads.
7 of Basketfull of Heads, and then I don't know how many of Refrigerator as of now.
Might be 4.
It's definitely 7.
Yeah.
Of Basket.
Yeah. Correct.
I just I read it through the week. I reread it a second time. I gave it a third reread today. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. It was good pacing.
Yeah.
Didn't bog you down with too many concepts.
Right.
But you also didn't see the ending coming. The first couple issues, you're like, I like this. Yeah, I like the animation, not the animation, the brain fart. The cartooning. It's a very cartoony kind of style.
Yeah. So remember, so Sunday I read after work. I read issues 3. Remember, I was telling you I was like reading and falling asleep. Today I had a little bit more energy, and I was reading issue 4, and I did notice some things. when we do it next Monday, I'll go over it. Questions, because I don't remember the ending. I remember it being a curveball, but I don't remember it.
Oh man, we got Brad Slayton.
Huh? Yes, he's
All
a
right.
old school McClay guy. I think he's a Furtbird too. I think
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, when I was with
I've seen
Furtbird.
him go way back in the chat. Way
Yeah,
back. That
I'm
dude's been
supposed to.
around.
If you're still there, Brad, Brad, I'm supposed to have Furtbird on. I don't remember. I'm not sure when. Yeah, Furtbird, good dude. There's that. So we're gonna do that next week because your boy's tired. And there was something else, right? There was that Magic cover, man. I just saw it today. There's a Dauterman. Look at that. Yes. I am, Brad. I think everybody should go to sleep early today. Look at this, Brad. I know you know what's up. It's a 125 of Magic. Now I got to get 3 of these, dude, because I need a 9.8. I got an 8 in an Excalibur 18, and I got a 9.8 in the Captain Marvel, I believe it was issue 6, 1 in 25. I got all these. I got I have all of these. A lot of these were open order. I think the 1 in 25, there's a 1 in 50 of Jean, might have been Jean Grey. So I got that one. The Thor was a 1 in 25. Yeah, I know. I got that one. There's another one. Maybe it's Emma Frost. It was during the Krakoa books, Exceptional X-Men. One of those. I got that one. Biggie, what's up? I got that one. And I got the Excalibur. Here, let me grab it real quick. Let me show off, Hold on. How do I? Well, 1 second. But yes, oh yeah, there she is. Natasha Lyonne, good actress. For some reason, I used to think she was Giovanni Ribisi's sister for some reason. So yeah, so that Magic, that 1 in 25. I gotta get.
Legend?
What's up, Legend?
What's up, Chaos?
Yeah. So if for everybody coming in, guys, we're gonna do the refrigerator full of heads next week.
Basketfull of Heads next week.
Basketfull of Heads.
Basketfull of Heads.
Yeah. Darth Lopez is running on fumes, dude. I'm working 7 days, 13 days straight. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep by 8 within an hour. Actually, I'm going to eat a bologna sandwich with Miracle Whip before I go to sleep. And I'm going to take
I don't think I've had a bologna sandwich in 20 years.
I have not had a bologna sandwich in a long time. And a coworker of mine had popped out with bologna sandwiches today at work, bro. And I know. And I was like, damn, man, I had a bologna sandwich in a while. And I like Miracle Whip. What up, TM? I like Miracle Whip, but only with bologna sandwiches and hamburgers. But like grilled hamburgers. Yeah, what's up, Hey, Chaos, I'm wearing a Dodgers shirt, believe it or not.
GDK.
I want to show.
Shout out, always first in the chat.
Just for my city of Los Angeles, I know you guys are going through it. So all my homies out there, keep your head up, dog. I'm not a Dodger fan. This is my wife's shirt that I bought. I bought this for my wife when we met in 2008. So I bought this in 2009 for her, but it was always too big. So it's been in my closet for years. I never really wear it because, I'm an Atlanta Braves fan. But it has this beautiful LA. And so be strong, LA. Represent like you guys know how to represent. Nobody understands us. But we are LA. Burn those cars down. I don't give a shit. That whole situation sucks. I'm not trying to get political. It sucks for everybody. So, just God bless Los Angeles right now. That's my home turf. Here? Benny? I don't know.
They're talking about Benny, but I haven't seen him.
Oh, Benny's asleep in the Discord, bro. I'm giving up the whisper cell. Yeah, he's asleep in the Discord, dude. Oh, hey, yeah. So that Magic, we'll put it back up on the screen. But this is a beauty. I love this book. Nah, you know what, Chaos, come into the Discord tomorrow, and there's some real lore to that, but we can talk about that over there. There's that one. Like I said, I got all of them. I got the Psylocke one. See, I don't even look good in it. Even though I'm from the city of LA, I don't look good in this, dude. But for my homies, for the city of Los Angeles, this one, and I got all the other
The great legend.
I got all the other covers as well. Some 9/8 Heat, yes. Hold on, let me get myself off the big screen. You know, like to the left, I'm kind of a handsome dude. All right. So, Sicko. Love the haircut.
Damn.
Oh, Sicko,
Yes,
shit.
check it out.
Okay, so Sicko is, I don't even know. Let's just talk about real quick how I met you. Actually, I got some lore. Sicko, when I got to the Discord, was the one dude who, if you remember, he didn't like me.
Didn't like you.
Did not like me. Thought I was a drama whore, which is correct. And but he was the one that I jokingly say that he had the first psychological profile on me. Like he broke me down.
I'm not sure what that means, but
well, so he broke me down. I almost never went back to the Discord because I was like, fuck, dude, this fucking dude, within 2-3 days I've been in Discord, already has such psychological profile on me, has already pegged me and was right. And I was like, man, dude. But I ended up going back to Discord and the rest is history. Man, now we're buddies. But yes, he did not like me.
No, he had an uphill battle proving his worth to me. But we got there. The rest is history.
Exactly. So now we're going to be doing content together. And we're not doing drama. We're not talking about drama. We're not doing none of that. We're doing comic books. So we got Basketfull of Heads, and then we're going to do the Alien, right?
Followed up by Refrigerator Heads.
Yeah. No. It's yeah. Baskets and then refrigerators, and then we're going to do the Alien books. Correct. So that's what we do know what we're doing. Want to put the magic cover back up, maybe? So I don't know if Nerdy and Legend saw that.
Yeah, I got you.
Hello, Christina. Look at that beautiful cover.
What's up, Christina?
This is I'm not
as Garth up here.
Oh, I don't know. That's fine. Look at this beautiful cover. Again, Russell Donnerman has done. Let me see. He's done a lot of people. He's done Wolverine, Psylocke, Rogue, a bunch of these covers, and I got them all. But now I'm compromised. I love Magic, how she's drawn. I love one of my favorite characters. Got to get this. What happened? Now I got to get that in 9. Can you hear me?
Yep, we're good. Sorry.
No, it's all good. Now I got to get that in a 9/8. So that means I got to get at least 3 of them. Excuse me. And I thought I was never sending books back to CGC. Now I'm compromised because I need to have that in a 9/8, and I don't want to go out and buy a 9/8. So that's a 1 in 25 only. I think that's a $3.99. That's a $3.99 book. So I should
talking about there.
So I should be able to get it. Oh, that's what you want. Oh, so I should be able to get it for racial or just a little above racial. So I have to have that book. That's straight FOMO for me. So yeah. So real quick, Predators. You haven't seen Predator yet, right? Killer of Killers.
I've not seen Killer of Killers yet. I've been far too busy. The weekend's busy time. All the streamers are doing their thing. But now it's Monday. It's my time. After this show, I'm probably gonna go watch it after. Actually,
it's fantastic.
Lauren Rad really had positive things to say, so I hope he's not blowing my socks off going in. I really hope it is this good.
Legion himself, the Sticker King, who is like damn near almost anti-Marvel and Disney. I kid. Loved it. DJ Lynx, loved it.
It's hard to get his high praise. It's hard.
Well, when it comes to that, but I was watching him last night before I was going to sleep.
Keeps it real.
Yeah, he keeps it real, and he's like, "Hey, give Marvel, give Disney a dub." But here's something that I don't know if too many people knew. So when they bought, I believe when they bought Fox, that movie was pretty much already done, or pretty much in the works, and they didn't mess with it. They let them do it. But I think that's why they were cautious and they put it on Hulu. And it got critically acclaimed, good word of mouth. And so I think that opened up the floodgates positively for them to start doing more stuff on Predators. And Dan Trachtenberg did that. And he did Prey. He did this animated, and he's going to do, I think it's called Predator Badlands. So I'm excited. Absolutely excited for that. What else we got before we
had the movie talking about. Do you want to talk about the award that we're doing in December? Do you want to wait until next week? Give them a little teaser.
Yeah. Sicko has a thing that he wants to try to do.
We're gonna do our best submitted art piece. So you have till December. We're gonna mock up a trophy and submit your art piece.
Absolutely.
But we'll have a more polished delivery for that in a week or two.
Yeah. What up, Legend? I was just giving you praise how you liked
what's up, Legend?
How you liked see, I can't even think. I'm so sleepy, dude. Predators, Killer of Killers.
Legion.
Yeah. Legion. Sorry, dude. That's how. Legion. Yeah. When I'm this sleepy and tired, dude, not even an energy drink could keep me up. I gotta have coffee and it won't fucking keep me up. I'm gonna put the link in it. Put the link in the chat just in case my boy wants to keep his streak alive. I don't even know if he's here.
Let's get Biggie on here.
But if anybody wants to hang out for a little bit, dude, we're not gonna be on that long.
We're gonna talk a little bit about our FOC picks. If anyone wants to jump on and spotlight what they're grabbing, what they're looking for. They just want to jump on and say hello to the chat. We're gonna kind of keep it to people we know.
I got one time. I was the other one.
Yeah, you don't want that.
I was the other one.
You got too long.
That Peruvian Legion, the one that, and I'm strong in that, so I could talk about it. Back where it was a freeway, and my whole jaw after one was to the left. If you know what I mean. Absolutely, just say no. So guys, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Like I said, next week we're gonna get into it. I have read up to 5, but I don't even remember issues 1 and 3 because I literally was reading them yesterday while I was falling asleep. And thank God my boys were good. I came home and told them, Daddy's tired. I don't want no fussing. I don't want no arguing. I don't want no fighting. Daddy's sleepy. You guys start fighting, I'm chancla. I'm not playing. What was it? Did he say anything aggressive? Because he seems to be all right with me. But whatever. I can't see it. What do you know what he said? Sicko.
No.
Sicko? No, you just kicked him.
All
right. Well, we'll see. You two. He's. I don't look good in this fucking Dodger jersey, man. But shout out to LA. I know you guys are going through it. Stay strong. Where'd Biggie go?
Biggie, where you at? Biggie.
I had to get my Bluetooth working. It was on speaker.
No. But I was saying, YTP has kind of been neutral to me, dude. So I don't really have a problem with it. If he's gonna come in here and not troll in that type of manner, which he kind of really doesn't, he's welcome. But the heinous ones, we know which ones those people are gone if they even come in. But without Biggie, the streak continues, huh?
It does, yeah. I'm glad that I am able to continue it. I'm not only a drama personality. I am also a comic book extraordinaire. You know, I like the comic books. If you're talking FOC right now, I think that the one series that's got a lot of the people's attention is the death of the Surfer. The death of Silver Surfer coming very
Oh,
soon.
I did see that. I
Mm.
did see that. Who's writing that? Because I did see that. I might mess with that. I didn't really read Surfer as a kid, dude. Like I just couldn't get into it back in the day.
I
Who
can't
took?
tell you. Maybe that's no chat. I don't know off the top of my head.
Oh, Greg Pak. He did Pak. Fucking Wolverine. He did one of the mutant books. Was really good. I don't know if it was Wolverine. I remember what it was, but it was really good. So if it's or was it Hulk? I don't remember, but whatever it is, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right. So also I saw because I'm thinning down my the books and I want and that's how I found the magic. I'll go I took her off the incentives so I can get the 125 that I should get by whatever this week. And then I went to Psylocke and I scrolled down and Psylocke has a fucking Campbell coming 1 in 100.
Hmm.
I am not a Jason Scott Campbell guy. But I don't know, man. Depending on how it looks, dude. And I believe it's late in her run. I think it's issue 8 or whatever for the Psylocke Campbell 1 in 100. I don't know. I might FOMO
Well,
myself on that. I might
I'm
have
here to
to.
let motherfuckers know that Darth knows how to get these new books that are able to be flipped and shit. He's smarter than I am about it. Like he knows his shit. Motherfuckers are gonna figure that out eventually. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to you showing them how you get down, bro.
Yeah, dude. I've never yeah, I just like reading comics, Biggie. You know this, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't I haven't had a chance in my content to even talk about the books I like, the shit I read.
Like
None of that.
G.I. Joe, Real American Hero
Yeah.
318.
I do sell books. Like I just literally sold X-Men, the Jim Lee #1 to 113. And I believe issue 1 because you know how it breaks up into the Morrison and all the Grant Morrison run, and then it does something else, and then it renumbers all the way through Legacy. So I sold all that today, man. You know, packed it all up, $30 shipping, which I calculated correct,
Mm-hmm.
which kind of goes back into the Amazing Spider-Man 129 I bought. Flipper shit, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
man, I do love comics and I love pop culture, bro. And I don't, you know me, big. I personally don't care what everybody thinks of me. And I'm learning how to do this content. And right now it's about the fucking 200 subscribers that I know who some of them are, and I don't know who the others are. But if they stuck with me when I was just doing the videos with that bullshit and all that, if they stuck with me through that, hopefully they'll stick around longer. And I get some new people just talking comics, man, just hanging out with my friends in this community. Sicko, we got some shit, dude. You know, and then I got a joke, and I've said it in Sicko, right? So everybody has done everything before. Everybody's done FOC. Everybody's done Broken Out Comics. So if we do anything that looks like somebody's already done it, it's an homage to you and an homage to the person who did it before you and the person who did it before that person, and all the way go back to the first person who did it. So I know the community is a little bit fickle. You know what I mean? Everybody started something, right? Everybody did something first. Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't done nothing first. I have not done anything first. So I am not one of
Well,
those. And
you'll find your first eventually, man. You know, like I'm sure it'll happen.
yeah. Well, I don't not to toot my own horn, but I don't think anybody was running around talking about battle content.
No, you definitely you
Yeah.
did that really well, dude.
Yeah. So look, here's one of my favorite guys. What up, homie? Yeah. So yeah, man. So yeah, I'm excited, dude. Really. And and one of the things that really serves me well, bro, is and I think you know this, Biggie, and the homies. I really don't give a shit about the views, and I want to do this for fun. But I do want to see the difference between when I was doing that other stuff to when I do this wholesome, good comic book stuff. You know what I mean? I want to see what the change
Well,
is.
the good thing is, Darth, is that your 200 subs, dude, are a solid 200 subs, dude. And I think the 200 you got are here for you and
Yes,
whatever
thank you
content
guys.
you want to do. So
206 to toot my own horn. I appreciate it. And we're gonna have fun, dude. Because I want to, me and Sicko, we want to do so like how we're gonna do refrigerator full of heads, and then we'll right after we'll the same show, basket full of heads, or whatever. I always confuse them, and we'll run through that and we'll break it down and we'll have fun with it, man. It was really a good book. This is the time when I was reading DC. I think this was during the Rebirth, all the Rebirth era, because I read all of Rebirth. I'll fuck around and do Young Justice, bro. I love that Young Justice run. And hey, I don't know if Legion of Comics is here, but my boy Archer in that, I believe it was Titans, was alcoholic. And he talked about recovery multiple times. That was just a little nod to that. I'll fuck around and do that. I don't know. I just want to. That's what we're gonna do. We'll mix in a little bit of movies, a little bit of Star Wars. We kind of changed the game a little bit. Fuck, AR. I don't think he wasn't around the Discord today much. But I was gonna cancel today. But Seiko had the good idea to come on here for a little bit, talk about it, have a short show. But it would have been nice to get AR at 15 in here, because he's reading the Sith Wayseeker fucking book that's going on right now, or the Acolyte book, and in it has a reference. I'm gonna get a little bit Star Warsy. In it, he said it had a reference from the Jedi about their senators in politics who are being financially backed by somebody with a lot of money, but they can't trace the money. And if there's any Star Wars heads in here, they know Darth Plagueis was the one who had the money. He was immune. He was from the banking clan. he dealt in arms. He dealt with a lot of shit. Dude had money. It was a banking clan. They're basically accountants for the fucking galaxy, right? Or like a credit card. You know what I mean? You could buy, all kinds of shit. So dude had money. So it's nice how that reference to that, it's absolutely Plagueis. So hopefully AR will be on next Monday. Talk a little bit of Star Wars through him. And
so I got a question for you, Darth.
Yes, sir.
So I could just say from my side, like on my content, like I'm all about the peace and peaches and creams and everybody being cool, but I'm not able to swear off. I might not turn into a little firecracker and act like a dickhead in the future, So I think it's good to not leave shit in ultimate, like close the doors, like leave the door open. But I do think that this is going to fit you well, and you and Sicko are going and aggressively are going to have a great time. But I'm not sure that this is the end of an era.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I have videos to do if I want to do that.
Right.
And look, dude, you know what's up, right? I I got the crown, bro, no matter what. You know what I mean? So I'm just not going to do that here. And I don't have really time for none of that right now anyway. But if stuff gets out of hand and
yeah, you can't swear it off.
You know what
like
I mean?
anything
No,
happened.
no. I'm a drama guy, dude. I what do you want me to say? I'm a drama guy. It just happened. I have my reasons for it.
I think it's a good time to get out. It's gotten corny.
It has.
Yes.
It's become. It's basically to the point where it's become. With certain individuals, it's basically what I said, what you said, and nobody other than that person or me knows that. It's become, just a bit corny, and
a little awkward, a little corny.
And then all the trolls coming out of nowhere, dude. Like, you know what, dude? If like I said last time, I played a part in that. I can easily back off. And here's the thing, dude. I joked around a lot when I met one of my favorite people in this fucking community, which is Marcus, right? And we would joke around with my lingo. He'd laugh about my lingo, and I always said in certain situations, it's a war of attrition. But as I was getting tired of that shit, of the bullshit, he would tell me that, and I would be like, "Well, there's always a way out, especially when you're the aggressor, and you just go back and back. I had my way out, and at the end of the day, my way out is fucking comics, bro. You know what I mean? I love fucking comic books. I love Star Wars. So I and I met good people in my whole crash out shit, like Sicko and Marcus and others, and I've always had a way out, bro. And I just want to talk comics and see how it goes. See how well it does. See if people watch.
Who that in the house?
What up, guys?
What are you looking at right now, Sicko? What are you showing us?
Oh man, there's some good
so go ahead,
stuff
Sicko.
here.
Go. Yeah.
Revival #1. I don't want to fucking tell you this, okay? I don't, because I don't have my own #1 yet, and I was like, yo, the second I get my own Revival #1, I'm going to beat this drum so fucking hard. But here it is, Revival #1 facsimile edition.
Oh no,
on FOC. And I've had a feeling for a long time that this is going to get optioned or greenlit for a TV or a movie. It's just a matter of time. And but will it be the next Something's Killing the Children? I don't really think so. But if you got one of those, you might want to be holding on to it. On top of that, we've got Witchblade #1 facsimile. For those lovers of the Michael Turner original Witchblade, the new Witchblade just didn't hit quite right for me. I haven't read the later issues, and so maybe I'm missing something there. Someone in the chat, if they've seen good things about Witchblade or themselves have heard good things about Witchblade.
That's Billy's site, Economics and Comics.
Economics and Comics is
shout out to Economics and Comics, man.
This is not a sponsor situation. I truly believe that this is one of the best places on the internet to get comic book information, to order. His standards are so high for his customers. I
Dude,
love it.
I might reach out for that Magic 1 in 25 then. To him.
So Post Malone's Big Rig #1 coming out. There's that Peach Momoko cover.
Who that? Check out. Maybe we'll put it in if you're still around. But check out the Magic 1 in 25. He's doing a Dowderman of Magic, and it's a 1 in 25. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Who that? I gotta have that in a 9.8, baby. I gotta have that in a 9.8. And I gotta get it the earn way. Who that? Pre-order 3 of these mofos. Get them pressed by the best presser east of the Mississippi. Half price crook, a legend in hunting. When I say a legend in hunting, I mean it. And I think I'm 9 and what is it? 7-2 with him in 9.8s. And he called the 9.6s. He fucking said it because he said it that he didn't think it'd be. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get 3 of these and hit a 9.8.
And Darth was talking about G.I. Joe 318.
Yeah, it doesn't have the 1 in 10 on there, huh? Because I get
is that the black and white? No, that's
yeah. It probably not up, but I'm sure they got 1 in 10s for all these. So because those are the only books I'm getting. Those are the only books I'm pulling. I'm only pulling G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Void Rivals. Like the last X-Men books were about a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
I didn't read Imperial 1, but I noticed a lot of people didn't pick it up at my store. So I'm thinking of reading it just to make sure that we're not missing anything. But you as a flipper, how do you think the Mark Spears Vampirella variant is going to go?
I have no. I don't know. I lucked into those covers. What was it? The original, the one that blew up, the Bridezilla. I lucked into that. I literally bought that cover because I liked it, dude. Did not know it was going to do that. And then when it was blowing up, I went out and found one that had a bunch of spine, and I still sold it for over $100.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not really paying attention to it, but at some point, I do believe it's going to fizzle out.
Yeah.
So if I were thinking of flipping one of these, I personally would not. Like, I got the Frankenstein cover, Mark Spears, that I'm gonna that Sicko have.
Nice.
I'm gonna grab a couple of these. I have a feeling that after the Mark Spears hype dies out, there's gonna be a couple like Spawn. What is it, 318 or something?
Yeah. I would say the Spawn is going to do better than the Vampirella. That Vampirella just didn't really hit as hard as most of the girl covers.
Sooner or later, it's going to get oversaturated and it'll might fizzle out. It's probably already fizzled out, and not to mention, getting it at ratio might not be easy. That's another thing.
Is it a ratio? I think it's just number cover C.
Then I can't see it doing double triple.
Yeah, it's the same amount as cover A and B.
Yeah, so I can't see it going triple because everybody knows they're coming now. Everybody knows all the Mark Spears books are coming. Even if you get a 1 in 25 of like issue 1 8th print, that's probably a $60 book. I got the Frankenstein for $50.
Yeah, we didn't order very much at the store just because I kind of thought the same thing as you,
And that's
it still has a possibility, but I think
is the other 7 prints that high, or is it just the 8th print special?
I have no idea, dude. Once I sold the only ones I had, I got that was it. I wasn't pre-ordering anything. The Freddy. So I did pre-order the 3rd print, the 1 in 25, but I sold it to get the Frankenstein because I preferred the Frankenstein.
Yeah, you sent me a number 1. I don't know what print.
Yeah,
it is,
that was of the Frankenstein. That might Frankenstein 6th print, something like that.
Okay,
that's what I mean. It's up to 7th fucking print, dude.
Jesus.
And I know that Sicko likes the fucking he likes the Mark Spears, and so I just figured I'd give it to him. I mean, he's my buddy,
Yeah,
he did not help me in any battle content. Sicko did not.
Okay, if you say so.
He did not. He morally supported me at times, and at times he scolded me for doing the shit I was doing. What you got, Sicko?
So I was you can find these all over the place. You try to get one for free. It's the Battle Planet Zero, but I'm really excited to see this. Oh yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, take it out the plastic. And I'm still.
Look at this guy, man. He looks like a guest model or something.
Yeah, he does. I joke around and tell him he's fucking handsome. He doesn't, hey, no Diddy. Pause. He's handsome.
My wife.
Yeah.
My wife picked me up. Yeah, so I mean, this is like super cheap paper, but I was able to crack this thing open.
Hold on.
It gives me a massive like Space Marine feel.
Hold on. Let me get you back up there.
I think Sicko needs a cane to beat all the women off trying to attack him.
He's a handsome son of a bitch, is he? I hope there's haters watching because Marcus is a handsome dude too. Circumstances is a handsome guy too. I tell him that all the time.
I love this.
So I hope there's haters watching.
So
Marcus
Death
is
Planet
cuter than you.
Is on FOC, and I've been waiting a long time. I got to peek the San Diego ash can. My boss was nice and brought it home from San Diego. And I was able to check that out.
So
And,
Yeah.
I was like, man,
You got
I didn't think this
you
was
got
going to be very good.
Dart's got the international uh sexual thing too, right? Like he's a
yeah, I
pretty
got.
good looking guy.
Hey, remember lore? I was called
Adam Lover.
I was
Yeah.
called ruggedly handsome on Renovision. That's facts.
Ah,
That is
that's right.
facts. Yeah. Yeah. So what else? Let's see. We talked about what we're gonna do next week. We did a little FOC. We talked about Predators. Yeah. So I'm excited, man. I've always wanted to do comics, man. And in the way how I do it with whoever, So it'll be awesome, dude. And I
Yeah.
like this shit is so good, dude. Like we could give her a little tea. She's literally walking around with baskets full of heads, bro. And they're
She's
talking.
lopping heads off.
Yeah,
Like, that's
dude.
not giving anything away. You're going to see dismemberment uh, almost on every panel.
Dude, and
Along with, it not being too gory.
right.
It's very slapstick. It's very comedic. Like,
Yeah.
she's severing heads, but there's a lot of Walking Dead is 10 times more gory than what you're going to see.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of blood. There's just a girl walking around with severed heads and an axe.
And it fits for fucking TV, bro. And it's on
Oh,
the
dude,
east. Yeah,
I
it's
think
on
it's
the
gonna be so good.
and it's on the east coast of the country. So it's in, I believe, Maine, because his dad's from Maine, and the actress Natasha Lyonne is from the East Coast. So maybe they don't do Maine. Maybe they go New York, East Coast, upper like Western New York or whatever. It fits, man. Rainy wintertime. Oh no, it was in the summer actually, but it fits. I got to see how they pull it off.
I'm a big
Uh,
special effects guy. I like the realistic stuff. When artists take their time and really craft something like the original Alien movies. They really
dude.
put like a soul into that stage and that set.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they really sell the severed heads part. There's a real opportunity to bring in some artists and do some good work there.
Hey, do you think? Damn, we might have to change the thumbnail now, huh?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Change the thumbnail up. See, we put figure out for what they are with Star Wars. Like a Star Wars minute, Star Wars 5 minutes, what they are, some shit. But I'm excited to do the Alien book, bro. I don't care. People been sleeping on that fucking run for a while, and it's been so fucking good, dude. It has been good, and humans don't win, dude. And they're isolated stories from their anthologies, right? I think the first two volumes it connects because it has to connect, but after that, it's all isolated stories. Like, and it sees how like Wayland Utani are fucking assholes, bro. Like the things they do to people and synthetics just to get the xenomorph, just to get the egg, is heinous, bro. It's like, dude, they should be like exterminated. You know what I mean? Like whatever the government is back then should wipe them out. But they're bad, dude. And those aliens, bro, man, they fuck you up, dude. They just Animal Man by Jeff Lemire. There's something by Jeff Lemire that I think Serial. It might have been Jeff Lemire, which is a young girl who kills serial killers. I'm telling you, dude. The first indie book that I ever read was Ghost Tree. I'm a Patreon. I've been listening to iFanboy for a very long time, and he reviewed that book, and I went. I think it was nominated for an Eisner, and ever since then, I've been reading indies for a long time, and a lot of times I read more indies than Marvel and DC. I've said it like 1,000 times, But like, there's is Jeff Lemire Little Monsters TM? I believe so. I think Jeff Lemire's Little Monsters. Those are young vampires stuck at being a young vampire in a post-apocalyptic world. I believe that's Jeff Lemire. I hope it is. I might sound like a noob if it ain't. There's a lot of stuff out there I would love to talk about. That I watch a lot of content. I don't know if people have gone on deep dives. I can only imagine so. But we're gonna do it too. So, other than that, anything you got?
I thought they had released a date for it.
For what?
But I'm frequently seeing no filming, no release dates have been announced at this time.
For what? Refrigerator Full of Heads?
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna go with.
I see. That's what I mean. I don't think it's been optioned. So she's done her stuff on Peacock, and the director or some production around them is connected to Amazon Prime.
Well,
So
Bluestone has acquired it, so it is roughly in. They're trying to produce it.
Yeah,
but this news is only like 106 days old. So
correct. But look, if it goes, I would rather it go to Peacock than Amazon Prime, because Peacock is well received. I don't know what the numbers are, but it was nominated for Emmys. And again, I believe Judith Light, who played the mom on Who's the Boss, was in there. Fucking fantastic role. That's why I'd rather it go to Peacock. And if it goes to Netflix, even better, because Netflix does horror and they do gore really well. I think it could work there. So either way, I think it's gonna come. I think they're gonna do it, and I hope they knock it out of the park, man. We'll see. But we'll go over it tomorrow. Next Monday in depth. Prime. You know what, dude? I've Prime had the show called Hannah.
I believe it's been set for Netflix. Let's not quote me on that.
I was reading that earlier, and I didn't.
It might be Netflix. It might be.
That'd be good.
I don't want to put in anyone's head that this is fact. But I feel like I read somewhere that it's Netflix, but I need to go back and doing research on the fly is difficult.
Yeah.
And on top of that, anything that you read on the internet is subject to being wrong and subject to change.
Correct.
Frequently.
Because hey, man, we've seen a lot of these places get we've seen a lot of these books get optioned and nothing happens. Look at Something's Killing the Children.
Or
that's
kids
right.
Rob a bank. There was lots
I'd
of
rather,
talk about that.
I'd rather not look at it. Something killing its children. Hopefully, it never gets optioned. But
yeah, that's one of me. That's like the only beef, if you want to call it that, me and Biggie have. He does not like Something's Killing the Children, and I think Superman is boring.
I always forget that you don't like it. I just do it to piss off circumstance.
I love that book, dude. That book.
Oh, okay.
That book I love that book.
All right.
I love that book. But I don't regret selling any of those fucking variants, bro. 9/8.
Nah, you did a good thing getting rid of them things.
Oh yeah, at the time I got rid of them, dude. Absolutely.
Do you miss them at all? Or are they a lot cheaper now,
huh? I don't know. I don't check the market. There's only one book I would want back, and Benny C has it. It's the Something's Killing the Children #3, second print. Superman is awesome on animation and in movies for me.
Dude, Golden Age Superman, fucking forget about it, dude. That shit makes my dick hard, bro.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Pause.
Pause. No Diddy. Yeah, I'm not a Superman guy, dude.
It's fucking the best.
I'm a Batman guy, if anything.
Batman's good too. It's just like yin and yang, really. Like,
but I'll say this, Biggie. When I read Rebirth, I read almost everything, and I did enjoy Action Comics, and I did enjoy Superman.
Yeah, I can believe it.
I like the idea that there was two fucking Superman. I don't know how it ended up, and then his son went to space and came back older during Rebirth. It was weird, dude. It was weird, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, my beef with something killing children isn't really the story. It's more that the books were going for $1,000 raw. It was ridiculous to me.
Yeah, but that was during the pandemic, though.
Yeah.
So things were blowing up. You know what I mean? So, I read All-Star Batman. Yeah, Jonathan Kent. I read All-Star Batman. That was dope. I think you got to see Alfred as a badass in that. Or is that something else? I think they did a story of Alfred, one of Alfred's mission back in his days on one of those books during the Rebirth, during that time.
Have you ever seen pictures of James Tinian the Eighth or whatever his name is? Have you ever seen a picture of him, like real life?
No.
He looks like I'll just ask someone what my opinion is.
Oh, look, Cass is making fun of us that we still got this article up. Cass, I can't wait to have time to come. Look at that, Chaos. Look at that, Chaos.
Yeah, she was talking about you. You didn't see this earlier.
Yeah, I can't wait to come back to the Discord, bro. I had no idea you were a Batman fan, John. Yeah, Batman. John. Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe he wants this.
Look, Chaos. This is for all my people over there. LA, be loud, speak your mind. Nobody understands our culture in LA. This is how we are. It's what we do. But don't burn everything down. Don't burn everything down, guys. Come on. But hey, be loud, be proud. Viva Los Angeles.
Oh, it's going down. You guys are representing for sure.
It sucks, bro. I don't want to talk about it. Sucks. It just sucks, bro. It just sucks.
If you know,
all the way around. Yeah, all the way around it sucks. Doesn't matter right or left. It sucks, man. I have to I don't do that's where I fucked up. I went on Twitter and I don't do that shit. And I saw what I saw and I kept seeing it, couldn't unsee it, and then go back and see it. I just no, I've been to many Dodger games and they're boring. Yeah. But other than that, man. Oh, Rom. Yeah. I got Rom obviously because of Rogue. Well, actually, there's remember, I did good on one of the games where I brought out Rom, Rogue's second appearance.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. Is like if you're just into comic stuff and you ever want to release some of that pent up energy or whatever you got, comic book battling is definitely a good little way to do that.
Yeah, I'm strapped. I know who that already did reconnaissance on me. So if I ever go back and play over there or team up with you, I know that they know that I've upgraded a little bit. So
it's okay.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's like the modern books and the modern variants. When you guys play, they don't.
Yeah, some reason they like signed books. Like I don't even like signed books, but it seems like signed books are the big thing to do on that show. That's all right. Collector Club, you kind of get it's just more your way of selling the book or promo, I think. And you get into it, you do real well.
Yeah. Greg Maddox threw a complete game in like an hour. We're like 80 something pitches, Chaos. So, but I know you know that. Yeah, man. So, anything else? What's going out there in non-drama? But what's going out there in the comic book YouTube land, B?
Well,
what's this hold for us? There's no Marcus tomorrow.
Well, yeah, there's no Marcus tomorrow, dude.
That's sad. The network goes on as planned. Wednesday we're doing ASM 102, The Origin of Morbius. It's a bigger book. It's one of them 25-cent specials with a good square bound, and that's going to be fun. And the 2 to 4 on my channel, everything's still up and running and regular as hell. So that's what's going on my channel.
Hey, so I did. Chaos. It was fantastic. I asked Marcus, can we do like a bootleg FOC and chill over here?
What do you say?
It hasn't been cleared by legal. That's what he told
His
me.
lawyers?
That's what he
Damn.
told me. He says, my people will get at your people. I said, man, it'll be FC and Chileans. Like Chile.
Wow.
Get it?
I don't know why.
That's
Yeah, I think he
right.
just let him do it.
Yeah, just like bootleg. We call it 99-cent store FOC and chill.
He been gone. He's not even gone. He's taking his first day off. You're already trying to replace him.
No, I'm just like,
God
and
damn.
I says, look, Odin Wolf, Lady F,
Odin Wolf.
Entropy, Drew. What's my other guy?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
They could come on.
John? I don't know.
I forgot. John, I don't know if John's ever. I don't know. You know what, dude? You know what? I would almost like to ask John. Can I interview him? Not interview him, but chop it up about that horrible take. No disrespect to him. That fucking Captain America.
Oh, it's horrible.
4 is better than Captain America, the first Avenger. Dude,
Yeah.
Captain America 4 is a hot piece of dookie. I've only ever wanted to walk out of 2 Marvel movies, bro. Ant-Man and the Quantum Mania and fucking Captain America 4.
It was bad, dude.
Yeah, it was absolutely utter trash.
I think that he should just sit down and really calm himself down and try to watch Cap 1 again, but I don't know. Maybe he just don't get it.
What's this guy say? Yeah, okay. All right. No, come on, who that? That shit was boo-boo. It was trash.
Bad.
It was bad, dude. Look, I put it on the weekend and it came on Disney Plus. I didn't make it out of the first 5 minutes. I was like, oh, this shit is gone. I can't do it.
I mean, it had some potential. I think the best part of it they fucked up was Isaiah. I liked that character, and people saying a good actor. He seemed okay to me. I mean, just let him do some stuff. I would have been cool with that. But
Thor
the security was trash. It was like a Temu bar security team. It wasn't the military.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can put Captain America 4 with those two and with the Marvels, and I love Captain Marvel. You could put those all together. What else, Steven Spock? Hey, I got you tomorrow, bro. Actually, I already got it packed up. Winter Soldier is the best out of the Cap 4. That movie's fantastic.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It has some of the best scenes. I like Cap 1 the most, but I can see why people like
Cap 1 is like a traditional number 1. Like it just worked.
It was
Cap
good.
4 Cap 4 was a waste of time, dude.
I mean, if you think about it, bro, like Cap 1 is really the only Captain America movie we got. Because Cap 2, I mean, Winter Soldier is some bullshit. It's like a detective thing or something. And then 3 is all up. So if you're a Cap fan, like 1's the one, bro.
Okay, but Winter Soldier is an espionage movie done with comic book heroes. And how many times have we read that in comics? It was fantastic. Yes. And it played into that whole whatever phase that we were in at that time. That's when Marvel was fucking unbeatable.
I like when movies get the character in its best position and gives it its best environment. And Cap 1 just breathes Captain America. Like, I don't think people understand how good of a movie that was, but it's all good. Y'all can like what you want.
Yeah. Art is subjective, as they say, bro. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like the Thor Love and Thunder. Like, we got this beat down, ridiculed Thor. All these. I mean, he was pretty good in Avengers. You could say Avengers, he was right. But the last Thor is like the closest to the regular Thor I know. Like, just cocky and confident and happy and shit like that. Like, I like that Thor, so I enjoyed it. But people like beating up cuck Thor and one-eyed Thor crying and fat Thor. Like, that's what you want.
Yeah, I didn't like obviously they butchered the God Butcher bars.
Right?
I didn't like that movie, but I do love the one before that.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a great movie.
yeah. Let me see. I just don't understand how Disney keep losing money like that. That was crazy money thing. Yeah, I don't know, dude. With fucking Thunderbolts, man. Super. It underperformed bad, and it was good. But I mean, like I said, I don't know who was in the morning, but I don't know if that was for the casual MCU fans. I don't know if they watched the Phase 4. Phase 4 gets a lot of shit. If I was, I almost feel like th- I've always thought, like, back when I wasn't doing content, if I did, how could I defend Phase 4 in a troll way and blame all of you guys? I'm just calling up,
Oh,
blame the fans for not liking Phase 4, right?
oh,
Not seeing the good in Phase 4. Um,
oh.
but I don't know if I could pull that off. You know what I
It's
mean?
Legion. It's Legion's fault.
Mark Wayne, he probably
Yeah.
beat the shit out of Phase 4. I mean, it was. I think I've said it before. It was just pivotal, bro. They were just changing. It was like the changing of the guard, dude. So I don't know. Sicker, you got anything you want to say?
Nope.
All right,
Well,
Biggie.
thank you for having me. I appreciate
Absolutely.
you.
We're
Yeah.
just, bro. We're just gonna give you your like. We'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah, I'll
figure out
pop
how to.
on. I'll keep my
Yeah,
streak going.
you got to keep the
I know
streak,
when
bro.
to. I know when to. I know you would never like run me off, but I know
Hell nah, bro.
the time to come in and out, and give you guys
Yeah,
your. When you start talking your Star Wars and your heads of basket and shit, I might stick around a little bit, but I'll
yeah.
definitely let y'all do your thing. I mean,
We
shit.
we wanna keep the community involved in the show,
Yeah,
Yeah.
without
absolutely.
having it an
No,
absolute free for all.
well, fuck
Yeah.
all them people. Just me, basically. Like, don't worry about all them.
Yeah,
Just
yeah. Keep the
know.
streak alive. Yeah, that
Yeah.
that all that stuff is no mas, bro. No mas, no more. Let's get back to what we all fucking like and shit, and get new people in here, keep the same people, whatever, man. This is for the 206 subscribers, man. They stuck with me through all that fucking shenanigans bullshit. That, yeah,
Hmm.
it ain't get me nothing. There ain't no crown. I have no crown. Nothing special came out of it. No clout. I got absolutely nothing out of it, but entertaining myself and sometimes some of you guys. So if those 206 subscribers stuck around through all that shit, and I grabbed subscribers through that, now when we're gonna talk comics and the things we like and the movies we like, man, we'll have fun, dude. And I'm one of those guys that I just want to do this for fun, bro. I have no dreams or envisions. I'm not worried about my subscriber count. I watch, of course. I'm not really worried about views, but I do pay attention. But it's not something that's like it ain't important to me, man. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not really that type of dude, and that's why it was easy for me to do that battle content, bro, because I didn't literally care in the beginning who really watched. And then in the middle, I didn't care. And towards the end, maybe a little bit because of how intense. But after that, no, man, it doesn't drive me. None of that drives me to do this. I like to do this shit for fun. For all the content creators that say they do this shit for fun, that's what I want to do. And I've been blessed to land into a pocket with good people, man. With Sicko, who wants to do the type of content that I want to do and is good at building it. And you'll see it. And we're going to have fun, dude. And we'll always open up the chat towards the end so we could chop it up about comics and stuff like that and movies, man, and whatever. But again, all that is done. There's another place. If I feel that I gotta address the kingdom that I took, I might, but I don't really see it, bro. Because I'll say this: look what happened with that two YouTubers out there. Lives were lost on
That's
internet
a good
beef.
point, man. Yeah.
On internet beef, and I'll say this: if if I went to a con and I saw certain individuals, bro, I don't know how I would act. I
Mm.
know the man that I am, right? I know who I am. So think about that, man. I think a man and a woman lost their lives over internet beef, and I saw it one time.
YouTube, bro.
I saw it one time, and it was brutal what he did. He executed him, bro. I mean, I don't see that ever happen in our community. But what happens if it's interesting that con that's coming up? There's going to be some interesting characters, but you can tell you could tell those people they're not about that. But what happens when you say something to the wrong person and you thought that person didn't hear?
I got a funny feeling all that smart ass shit is gonna be dead at this con.
Yeah, because there's going to be people in there that they've taken some shots and they ain't about that life.
Nah,
They don't have those type of balls. So it's not going to be like, yo, man, say what you said to me when you on your video, whatever. They're not going to do that. But I'm the
which
type
is
of
cool.
motherfucker.
You would do that? Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Just because I know I could pull it off and get away with it. And I don't mean in violence. I don't mean in trying to fight anybody. I mean in words. You know what I mean? Because all that energy is different when we're being keyboard warriors, right? But if we're at a con and I said something or you said something, or let's not use me and anybody, but somebody else says something and they feel a certain way, and if they come up to you and approach you or anybody, any scenario, hey, say what you said in front. It could be different. And we don't need to get there, man. Man, that's all, man. I know the part I played in all that shenanigans, and I don't want to do it no more. It's just the bottom line. Now, I'd rather be liked by this community than be seen as a fucking troll or the king of drama. Fuck the king of drama. Fuck the trolls. I don't care about none of that, bro. I did what I did because I wanted to, and I'm done with it. And now we're going to talk comics. And I'm excited for it, bro. And I do really hope I get subscribers. You know, let me take that back. Maybe I should care about it because I do want to talk comics. I want to make comic book content with the people that want to make it with me. We want to chill. So, you know, next week's going to be fun. This is a fucking great book. Hey, here's another thing. I did not know that this was a fucking sampler.
Yeah.
Remember, on the weekend I'm reading it and then it passes. But this Dollhouse was good, man. Dollhouse, it wasn't written by Dollhouse was good. I'm telling you, man, like that book I was talking about, Serial. The Creepshow books were good. A lot of horror books are good, man. They never get any love. Never. I know Marcus does it with his buddy. They go into indies. It's been a lot of shit. Lorenzo, yeah. And a bunch of Marvel, like I said, the Punisher, Jason Aaron, dude. That was fucking phenomenal. The X-Men Rosenberg run was fucking good. The Captain Marvel, Kelly Thompson run, phenomenal, but you know, I know Carol Danvers gets a lot of hate even in Marvel, so that it'd be hard to pull that off. I'd have to ask a favor from Drew and Lady F to me, but you know, help me sell that.
While you're talking, I just got a question.
Sure.
If Perry's in the chat,
probably not. But
so if Perry's in the chat, I'd like to know: do we want to promote the Order 47 here, or are we keeping that separate? But you go back on with what you were talking about. So yeah, that's just the free sampler. The actual book, I mean, number one's on eBay selling less than $20. You can pick up the whole lot. You can pick up, you can pick up Basket Full of Heads and Refrigerator Full of Heads for like $80 to $100 for the whole series. And that might change after some more news about the TV show comes out. Keep that in mind when you're buying. Watch out for people trying to price gouge you just because there's a show.
That's true, Fish. But I like what Rogue said up here. I just don't see any of that happening. You know what I mean? Not at all. I mean, there's a lot of heinous shit that's been said, but I just don't see it. That's not the energy I see from those people, and those people are going there. So I don't see that at all. But I guess I'll guess we'll know if any little drama shenanigans come out of there.
Yeah, I would say like, hey guys, just try to take it easy. You know, ain't nobody got to prove nothing to each other. You know, it's just funny books, dude. Give it a break, guys. It's okay.
No, just what happened the other day with those two YouTubers, bro. Whatever they were saying to each other, dude. Oh my god, bro. So it
Yeah, dude,
oh
sad.
AR, yeah, it made me not regret or anything I've said, but it put it in perspective. Like, dude, you just don't know who's out there, man. You just don't know what you could say that somebody could take the
What's up,
wrong way,
AR?
bro. And if they get a chance to go see you face them, it might not be that tragic, but you might get called out outside. You know what I mean? And then what are you going to do then, right? So maybe, me myself, I don't have time. I don't just don't. It's no more. Drama will never go away, bro. It will never. You know that, dude. It has no place on this
Sure.
Monday, but it'll never go away.
It's an
There'll be
unavoidable.
correct. This is a big ass ecosystem, bro, and people are not gonna like each other and they're gonna talk shit and it's gonna happen. But I had fun with it. I ain't got it. I ain't got it no more. Um, and I don't need it I don't need to do that to feel like I'm doing something. If anything, it's some of the shit I cringe and I think how corny it was. And I think I don't even know how people fucking 300, 400, 500 people watch this shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck, dude. But it just goes to show you how they didn't like those other guys. So it's like, damn, I don't, you know what I mean? I do, man. I do kind of think back at some of the shit I said. It was corny. It was cringe sometimes for me. There was a lot of shit I couldn't rewatch. I'll be real. Since we're, the Renovision shit, I could never rewatch that, bro. I just could not. And that shit was put together so well by the Wizard of Oz that I still could not go back and watch it because I just felt Biggie left. I just, yeah, I just felt, Sicko. I couldn't do it, dude. And you know more than anybody that I'm tired, right? I was saying it. I regret like 2 or 3 of the videos that I did, not prior to this little batch, but the ones before that, I fucking 100% regret. But I'm not the type of person to take a video down. But I do regret doing it. I fucking 100% do. I dragged it on too long. But there ain't no taking it back, and I'm not taking those videos down. You know what I mean? But that's that, dude. Braves are up in the. Oh yeah, well, AR. I don't know how much. AR. We basically. I don't know. Well, I'll talk to you. I don't know if you want to come on. I got a few more minutes. If you want to come on? We'll put the link back in the chat. Just let me know. But the work schedule I'm on, AR, and I did find a burst of energy, but I don't know if I could have really delivered how I wanted to deliver on these. So we're gonna do it next week, AR, and we're gonna fit. And I did talk about the acolyte, not as much because I know that you can kill it, and so we'll figure it out in the Discord how we do it.
So, is this a good time to explain to chat kind of
Yes.
what's going on with AR and his involvement in the show here, what he's
Yes.
going to be doing?
Absolutely.
So, I haven't really seen Star Wars. Like I think I saw 1 or 2 of the originals. Wow, man, when I was like 8 years old or something. And it was just such a large IP. I never really understood what was going on. And I blinked and I'm in my 30s and there's all of this Star Wars content. And it's getting to the point that, I kind of need to know some of this stuff for me to do my job better. Not to tell you where I work, but I do work in the industry. And I would like to not look like a total noob amongst other people. So this is a big undertaking. So I'm season 2 of the Clone Wars TV show. And AR is the one kind of guiding me through the whole episode 1, episode 2 Clone Wars going on. Damn it, TM. Yeah, I am in my 20s. I'm just kidding.
Hold on, let me answer this. You can have those books, bro. You can have those books. Let them know. that you can have them. If he honors that, awesome. But you can have them. I don't want those books. I don't care less about them. But if he gives them to you, bro, because you're able to support that and you're able to support me, bro, and watch that and watch here and be awesome and be neutral, you were one of the first guys that will watch my crash out, and I appreciate that, bro. Much love and respect. If he gives them to you, bro, that's an honorable thing. I could care less. But let him know, bro. Let him know. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sicko. I'm sorry.
So we're gonna have AR come on and kind of give a rundown that people can kind of rewatch or experience how someone might be experiencing Star Wars for the first time.
Absolutely.
And I think that'll bring forth a lot of parts of the conversation that a lot of old Star Wars fans have had amongst themselves and kind of just got tired of having again and again with themselves. This is a great opportunity them for everyone to get their piece and explain their nuances. Clearly there's a affinity for Vader, and I've not yet really experienced the Vader saga yet. Like, who doesn't know Vader, right? But like,
Absolutely.
why is he Vader? What made him Vader? Or Darth Plagueis is another one that I've heard about that I need to learn about.
Yeah, the audiobook. That's why I'm
Man,
excited for Wayseeker. Wayseeker. Shout out to Wayseeker for Winter Vision, bro.
see,
I think
Star
the
Wars
book,
will always have a place in my heart.
yeah, always, bro. Absolutely. And I'm just out of it. And AR-15 has been reading all the High Republic. So he's privy to all that knowledge, bro. So he can fuck with it.
So we're gonna kind of have the community come here and walk me through it.
Yes.
And I think I'm one of the luckiest people in the world to have an experience where an entire community literally hoists you on their back and carries you through their IP and shows you all the nooks and crannies of all the cool things, the nuances that someone new to the hobby might miss their first watch through.
Yeah. So did I, Rogue. I had the one in 50 Brooks cover for a while, bro. And I sold it. I had that's how I flipper shit, baby. Shout out to the flippers. That's how I got my NYX 3, bro, 9.6, by selling all those books. That's how I got my all new Wolverine 2 Honey Badger 1 in 25, by selling those Star Wars books. So they did play a part. So other than that, dude, I'm about ready, Sicko. Anything? Did you explain what we want to do with the? You want to do with the? We want to do with the drawing,
The crown of panels.
the crown of panels. I like that.
So the crown of panels is this year's award we're doing annually going forward. It's going to run till December. This is your call. We're going to do a more official call. We're going where we kind of showcase the trophy, and there is a trophy. You will get to hold the crown. And look who we got. Look who we got. So yeah, you will submit your art piece. We're still figuring out rules. We'll have a committee vote on it. We're going to keep that committee a secret, and they choose the winner, and you get the trophy. It's that easy.
Yeah. What's up, AR?
Oh, I'm just hanging out. I have had a very nice night. I saw you were on. I thought I'd pop on. We're going to talk about Star Wars for just a sec. I know you're about to end the show.
Yeah, but it's all good, bro. You got time?
So I'm ending season 2 of Clone Wars, the show, going into season 3. Now I watch season 3 and 4 and then stop and watch something else, or season 4 and 5, 3, 4, 5, and then stop.
You're trying to do it.
I know that AR was telling me that somewhere along the line I don't watch the last or the last 2 seasons of the show.
Season 7 of Clone Wars hits best if you watch it directly after you've finished the 3 movies. Yeah, I suggest watching episode 1, 2, and 3 before watching the last season of Clone Wars. Yeah, there's a
Okay,
different
so
way
I've
of watching
watched-
Star Wars.
Mm.
This
I've
is
watched
specifically
episode 1
just my recommendation.
I have a note on that.
Mhm.
You should watch episode 1. You should watch episode 2. You should watch seasons 1 through 6 of the Clone Wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah,
watch
what-
the first half of season 7, which is basically the Bad Batch pilot pitch,
Correct.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
And then before you watch the last 4, watch episode 3. Follow episode 3 up directly with the last 4.
I
Absolutely.
totally sign off on that.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen episode 3 yet.
Okay,
That's how I gotta do
and you know, I don't think Order 66 is a spoiler.
No, absolutely not.
Because that's kind of like it's known that you know that there's a big twist, and that's what it is. But to see it from Ahsoka's point of view, it's good to have
Phenomenal.
It's good to have the context of what it does overall
Mm-hmm.
in episode 3 before you see it.
Yeah. And they
For
literally
those that don't
run parallel.
For those that don't know Joe,
Yeah.
For those that don't know Drew is one of our community's biggest Star Wars fans, just alongside Aggressively. So
and
it's quite an honor to have both of them on panel right now, walking me through this.
and a Carol Danvers fan.
I am
Just-
a Carol Danvers fan.
Just as much
No
as I
shame,
am.
brother. No shame.
No, not at all, bro.
Who
I
is
got
it, man?
I got her whole fucking entire run right besides me to the left, all the way, all the Miss Marvel, all the Kelly
Bunch of haters
Thompson.
down here, man.
I got mostly all her variants, including 1 in 100s. And
I got
you
all those Amanda Connor covers.
Yeah, I need the Grail. That's one of my Grails. That book, that's a $5,000 book, dude. That's I actually a 9.6 sold for like 1,700. If I had it, I would have spent it. But the market has plummeted so much where the second print of Kamala, when Kamala Khan's on the cover,
Yeah.
that's so affordable now, dude.
Yeah, it comes and it goes, man. And when something gets popular with the normies, it gets popular with
Yeah,
with the market. So that's just how it goes. And like bro, when the best thing that happened to me is I'm a Captain Marvel fan, which is like not just a Carol Danvers fan. I like Marvel. He's one of my favorite superheroes.
Okay.
Right. So the original Captain Marvel run in Marvel Comics is like, that's my shit. And the thing that was so great about it is when the MCU basically didn't cast Marvel, they basically they did the gender swap and killed off the character immediately.
yeah.
Like that's the best thing that happened to me, because none of those books jumped up in value, and I was able to continue collecting that run unabated. And that's when people are like, "Oh, you don't want it to be worth more," which and I don't really care.
Right,
It's
yeah.
PC, I don't plan on moving those books,
Yeah. Just
so
like,
I don't really care. I try to collect that, to have it, to read it, to hold it, to
yeah, that's
to
how I
have it,
feel about Carol. Like I there's books like I would probably sell, like not my not my Giant Size, but I'd probably sell that whole X-Men run before I would sell Carol Danvers. I could never sell anything Laura Kinney on New Wolverine. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I just can't do it. Like I love some of the Skin Traders so much, but I was easy to part with it. But
I think we all find those characters we connect with that are more of a personal collection thing.
and it's a lot of chicks, bro. It's a lot of chicks. I like that. Like that's why I've never bought. I'm 48, bro. So I'm Sigourney Weaver. I'm Ellen Ripley.
Right.
Sarah Connor. So I don't do that woke shit. I do could see sometimes how it could look that way, but I don't worry about none of that. But yeah, man, I would, dude. Carol Danvers going over that Kelly Thompson run would be a huge task, bro. But if I could get better in content, Drew, we got to do that. We got to try to do it, man.
Well, we'll talk about Carol Danvers anytime, brother. We'll talk about that Kelly Thompson run.
Yeah.
You let me know.
Yeah. Okay, bro.
Back on that Star Wars shit though.
Yes, yes.
What's most important about Star Wars, and I cannot stress this enough, is that after you finish that little bit of the Clone Wars, which is probably my favorite Star Wars stuff, is that last 4 episodes of Clone Wars. You get to jump into what I think might be overall the best timeline of Star Wars. And that is where you get Andor in there. But before you do that, you got to watch Rebels,
Yeah.
Solo, and Andor,
Yeah.
and then Rogue One. And
Yeah.
that is the best chunk of Star Wars.
That's
in my opinion.
Yes, that's probably
tissue.
Yeah, that's probably the best that Disney Star Wars walked into with Rogue One and Andor.
Yeah.
It's funny how they could pull that off, but they couldn't do what some of us feel we needed to do.
The
Right, they
Andor
are, because
trailers.
Look, you can say what you want about the sequel trilogy, but it would have been better if J.J. Abrams wrote and directed all 3 episodes. Ryan
Probably.
Johnson is the problem there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It just takes such a left turn that there was no way to put it back on track. And say what you want about it. Like, people love that movie, The Last Jedi.
Yeah, well, AR
people
does.
love that movie. I don't get that. I think
Me
that
neither.
it's like the biggest speed bump on the road, on the Star Wars road. It just kind of derails everything.
Yeah, it almost broke it. Well, it broke the sequel. It broke Star Wars
in a world where the Christmas special exists. Come on.
Oh yeah.
You got to be kidding me, man. The Christmas special is nowhere near as bad as The Last Jedi. The Christmas special is fluff and promotion. It doesn't consider itself a canon cornerstone.
Some of the most artistic, avant-garde art ever created.
It's the first appearance of Boba Fett.
Yeah. See, we'll
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, not technically. Technically, the first appearance of Boba Fett is the Marin County Christmas Parade.
Oh yeah, you're right.
White.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
He wasn't white in the Christmas Parade. They had him painted already.
Yeah. Damn, I'm a Dodger fan. I gotta take this shit off, dude.
Yeah.
All right, but I don't mean to cut it short, dude. But
Good.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that, Drew. I'll find a way to get a hold of you. I'll ask Legend. We could talk about.
Yeah,
it.
we know how to get a hold of Drew. Drew's one of the homies, man.
I'm barely ever on the Discord, but you can hit me up on IG or whatever.
Yeah.
And it might take me a month to see that you messaged me, but I'll respond.
Well, I think Legend could cut through and get to you sooner, so we can figure it out.
The problem with that is keeping it on target for what he's going to ask me.
Yes, yes. And AR, I know you came in late, AR, but like I said, bro, we're Discord homies. We're always there together, so we'll figure out, man. Before we get into it or after we, whatever, however, we'll do it. But you'll have your own little Star Wars fucking minute, which is not really a minute. Just
I'm working on them, Rogan Fett.
I'll hop on here and talk about whatever Sicko's been watching and try to add greater context and encourage people to see some of the other stuff and talk about what I've been reading.
We'll be having 8-hour streams before you know it.
Hey, well, that's one thing I would, because I tried to explain what you told me earlier about the book you're reading right now, The Acolyte, but we'll wait for next Monday. You can maybe cook it, bro, because I was excited when you told me about that. When I went to go pick up my kids, I was thinking about it, but then I get angry because I'm like, you guys, I just get angry with. I'm just so much love and hate with Star Wars, bro. It just to see like how Predator, Alien, all that is doing, dude, and you got the biggest IP in the world, one of the best, and you fuck it up. You know what I mean? But
Star Wars, just remember, like 30 years ago, Boba Fett fell into that hole. And then they climbed his ass out of there, and now they're making more things. So, don't worry about it.
And then after that, they cut Darth Maul in half for a good 20 years
Yeah,
before they gave him his due.
That's what I mean. Forever optimistic, bro. You are. I would be a Sith, and you would be a Jedi, dude.
I'm just telling you, man. Do cardio and watch Star Wars. There's plenty coming.
Bro, I feel people always will complain about the Disney Star Wars stuff, and I will say that out of the stuff that has been made under the Star Wars IP since Disney took over, the vast majority of it is fucking amazing. The vast majority of it is really, really good.
Yeah.
And you can go, oh yeah, well it's not as good as other Star Wars. Yeah, it's still head and shoulders above the other stuff that's coming out.
Yeah. There were some books in there. They did a lot of good books in the beginning, man. So, but all right, I gotta get to bed, guys.
I'll let you go. But even all the best Star Wars authors of the past, they're just hiring them again now.
They should. Give us Jay Lucino. He'll fix the Acolyte for us. Real quick. Give him Quimir and give him Plagueis. And give him I can't even think of her name. One of the sisters. Zahn. Yeah, they'll fix it. All right, guys. But
they fixed it already. They canceled it.
Yeah, pretty much. That yeah. All right,
I just
guys.
want more Kalnaka.
I think me and Jude is going to go do our own Star Wars show now. It's crazy.
I'd watch. But all right, man. I'm ready, guys. Thank you for stopping by, man.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely, man.
Appreciate
and
it.
We'll talk about the Carol Danvers. And next week, what time are we doing next week?
Same time.
7:45.
Yep.
It'll be 7:45 Central Standard Time. That's probably be the new time. Thank you guys for stopping by, man. No worries. We'll knock that off next week. Baskets. Other than that, I have nothing to say. God bless Los Angeles. You guys are going through it. I love my home city. I hope you guys be safe. Common community, stay safe. It is what it is. I really got nothing. If you guys want to say goodbyes, if not, we could cut it.
Just thanks for letting me hop on for a minute and chat Star Wars with you.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hit that button, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe.
Nice. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
man.
much
Glad I
for
caught the
coming
end of
back.
your show.
Yeah, bro. All right, man. Is that somebody else?